Welcome back to Life of Zest. I must say it is so good to be back and getting into a good weekly routine of Pilates workouts. Today we are going to be focusing on getting into those deep activations in our core and glutes, but we'll still be rolling around the mat and making sure we get in some good flexibility at the same time, because as you all know, if we don't have good flexibility, it's really hard to maintain good strength. So if we have both working hand in hand, that's where the sweet spot is. So when you're ready, grab your mat and join me. We are going to be seated at the back of our mats. Our legs are going to be in a crisscross position. Let's close our eyes, placing our hands on our knees, taking a deep inhale. Exhale out. Let's just take a few more deep breaths. Inhale. It's allowing that mind to come to the present. And on the next exhale, we're going to lift our arms up to the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, reaching our hands over towards the left-hand side, looking into the opposite direction. As you bring those arms back to center, then following to the other side. Keep working. Just from left to right. Inhale, center. And this time I really want you to try and bring that elbow down onto the mat, that left elbow, as you reach your right arm overhead. Trying to keep those shoulders stacked, not leaning forward. And trying to keep your right sit bone on that mat. Take a deep inhale. Exhale out and just lean into that stretch. Coming back to center, and now changing over to the other side. Reaching that left arm over as you rest that right arm on the mat and extending through that left side body. Deep breath in, deep breath out, deep breath in, slowly coming back to center. We're reaching our arms back as you lift chest to sky. Inhale. Exhale, placing hands on the mat, reaching them as far as you can go. Trying to keep those sits bones on the mat. Reaching. Inhale. Exhale, rolling yourself one vertebra at a time, just pushing that spine all the way to the sky, chin tucked in, rounding those arms, extending that back, bringing hands behind you as you lift your pelvis up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, bringing those arms up and over and coming back into that modified rest position. If you tighten your hips, you should feel some beautiful loosening and stretching all the way down from the front and even the back of your hip. Inhale, rounding yourself, bringing your arms up and around behind you, and then lifting your hips up, squeezing those glutes, just opening that chest, those hips. And one more time, rounding those arms up, looking up towards the sky, reaching as high as you can. And now coming all the way down onto the mat, extending those arms as far as you can go. And I want you to use this time to focus on really pushing those shoulders down into the ground, letting that head fall, tucking in that chin. Inhale, exhale, lifting arms up and around. And then lifting those hips for one last time. Chest is up towards the sky. And slowly coming down into seated. I'm just going to turn around so that you can see me. We're going to extend that right leg out to the side, bringing arms up towards the sky and slowly leaning over to that side one more time. Inhale, exhale. We're going to reach over to the other side. If you can, again, make sure that those shoulders are stacked. And now we're going to grab our big toe with our peace fingers and slowly coming to center, reaching up And then dropping that right hand down, bending that right knee, dropping that left hand down, and now extending that right foot up. And I want you to look over that other side of that shoulder. Keep holding. If you struggle to do this position, you can just bend that leg slightly, and now slowly tucking that foot around and over that groin, lifting arms up towards the sky, bringing left arm around that knee, placing right arm behind your back and looking over that shoulder. Using this time to loosen all those joints, preparing for our activations. Let's take a deep inhale. Exhale, arms to ceiling, and slowly loosening those legs. We're going to extend that left leg, lengthening your spine, tucking in that right foot into that groin. Inhale. Exhale, reaching over to that left hand side. Keep breathing. Remember, you want to use this time to get synchronized with that breath as you move. Keep holding. Again, this time try to flex that foot to accentuate or enhance the stretch behind the back of that leg. I went for an early morning trail run this morning, so I can definitely feel that tightness. And coming over to the right hand side, grabbing your big toe with those peace fingers of your left side, and then extending that left leg. Right hand is on the mat, and you're looking over that right shoulder. Keep holding. Deep breath in. Now tucking that left foot over that right thigh, lifting arms up towards the sky, rotating that torso, bringing right shoulder around that knee and looking over that left shoulder. Modification for this one is you can just hug your knee towards your chest. Looking over and inhaling and exhaling. Deep breath in. Exhale, lifting yourself back up, arms to the sky, releasing that leg, reaching up towards the sky as much as you can, opening that chest. Deep breath in, and let's just make sure we are at the back of the mat, facing the front, all the way to the end. We're going to lift those arms up towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, slowly coming over into those all fours. And we're going to take that right leg off the mat, lift it out towards the side, and circulate it around and back. Just using this time to loosen up those hips, stabilizing with our other limbs. Keep going. And coming back to center, and we're just going to change direction. Keep going, using that tummy to maintain that stability. And last one, extending that right leg and extending that left arm, tucking in that chin, activating that right glute, and trying to just get some good alignment, stretching out those limbs, creating a perfect line from the tip of your fingers to the tips of your toes. Deep breath in. Exhale, dropping that left leg, tucking in, left hand tucking in those left toes, coming straight into three-legged downward dog. Deep breath in. Exhale, tucking in that knee to chest, placing them between your hands and lifting your arms up, opening the other side of that hip. Should be feeling a beautiful stretch down that left hip flexor. Deep breath in, lifting chest towards the sky. Inhale, exhale, extending that left leg. Inhale, exhale, chest towards the mat. You can bend that knee slightly. Make sure you are bending at the level of the hips and not the lower back. just going to hold here for 3, 2, 1, and coming back into that runner's lunge, opening that chest. Inhale, exhale, dropping those hands onto the mat, lifting that right leg up into 3-legged downward dog. Deep breath in, exhale, dropping that right foot, and now we in our full downward dog, just sucking in that belly, rotating that pelvis, just walking out those feet. Deep breath in, pushing both heels into the ground on that exhale. Inhale, exhale, rounding yourself into front support. Deep breath in. Gonna hold here for 3, 2, 1, dropping your knees back into our all fours position, coming into the left hand side. Deep breath in, lifting that left leg up and around, stabilizing with the other 3 limbs, allowing that beautiful mobility into those hips. Keep going and breathing in and exhale. Inhale out, and last one, coming back to center, now changing direction. Inhaling and exhaling, tummy tight, chin is tucked in, shoulders are back and not tucked in towards those ears. And the last one, now extending that left leg, extending that right arm, keeping that tummy tight, lengthening from the tips of those fingers to the tips of those toes. Inhaling, exhaling, shoulders down that back, or scaps down that back. Deep breath in. Exhale, dropping that right hand, tucking those right toes under you, lifting that right leg, left leg up into 3-legged downward dog. Inhale, exhale, tucking that knee to chest, placing that foot between those hands, coming into runner's lunge to stretch out that other hip flexor. Deep breath in. Exhale, extending that front knee. Inhale, exhale, coming all the way down to touch the floor with those hands. Try to keep those hips aligned. Again, we're trying to bend at the level of the hips. If you struggle here, it's okay. I definitely am feeling it after my run today. So I'm giving myself grace. It's all about where you are in this moment in time. Deep breath in. Slowly coming back up into that runner's lunge. Inhale, exhale, dropping those hands and lifting that leg back into 3-legged downward dog, dropping that left leg into downward dog. Let's just take a moment here. Inhaling, exhaling, rounding forward into front support, and we're just going to rotate to lean on that left hand, and you can see my feet, we're keeping them both on the mat, and you're coming into side plank, looking up towards the sky, keeping that tummy tight. Keep holding. Now we're going to reach that arm overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale, we're going to bend those knees to slowly lower and hover, core tight, lifting back up, looking overhead. Inhale, exhale to lower and hover, lifting up. Inhale, exhale to lower and hover. We're doing 2 more of these. Let's keep working. Keeping tummy tight, keeping core tight. Deep breath in, rounding that arm up and around, looking up towards the sky before you rotate down and lifting back into downward dog. Lifting left leg all the way up towards the sky. Inhale. Exhale, bringing it towards the chest. Deep breath in. Right knee touch, elbow tap. Then left for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep going. Using that core to help you stabilize and go from left to right. Keep going. And 3, 2, 1. And slowly coming all the way back into three-legged downward dog. Bending that knee, stacking those hips, and coming into flip dog. Lifting arms up overhead, squeezing those glutes to activate that core. Lifting that back right heel. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming around to lower as you bring arm to right knee and lifting back. And down to hover. Using that core, those glutes, to lift yourself up. Keep working. And 2 more. And the last one. Lifting up. Let's hold here. Looking over that left shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale. Rotating all the way up. Lifting yourself into three-legged downward dog. Dropping into downward dog. Inhale. Exhale. Jumping towards the front of the mat. We're halfway lengthening. Inhale. Exhale. Forward fold. Deep breath in. Bending those knees slightly. Lifting yourself all the way up to the sky. Chest to sky. Inhale. Exhale, coming all the way back down. Deep breath in. And we're slowly going to roll ourselves for 5, 4, up to standing. 3, 2, 1. Just going to turn around here so that you can see me during our next series. I'm going to take it to the other side. Deep breath in. You can turn around with me. So now we're at the other side of our mat, facing the front or the top of the mat from where we first started, rolling down into forward fold, halfway lengthen, coming all the way back down and walking our hands all the way into front support position, holding here. And if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can do a little push up in between, coming back up and walking yourself back with your hands to your feet, rolling back up, arms to sky, chest to sky, coming all the way back down. We're going to do 5 of these. You can either hold or push up and coming back. Coming all the way up, arms to sky, coming back down. You got 2 more after this one. Inhale, exhale, push up and back up. Reaching up, arms to sky. Inhale. Second last one. Keep working with me. Core tight. You can hold or push and back. Arms up to the sky, chest to sky. Last one. Rolling down and into that push up. And slowly rotating onto that right hand side now. You can see both my feet are on the mat. And I'm into a side plank. Holding here, using that tummy to help you stabilize and support that body. Lifting those hips, stretching arm overhead. Deep breath in. Exhale. Bending those knees to low and hover. And coming back up. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale. Exhale up. Keep going. can feel it in the side body, in those glutes, in those shoulders. Keep working, reaching over. And last one, reaching. Bringing arm up to sky, looking up towards the ceiling, rounding that arm, rotating into downward dog. Now we're lifting that other leg off the mat. Deep breath in, exhale, lifting that leg all the way to the sky. Inhale, exhale, tucking in to chest. Deep breath in and tucking from left to right. Keep going. Inhaling and exhaling. Keep working. Go for another 3, 2, 1. Lifting into 3-legged downward dog. Now stacking those hips. And slowly lifting and wrapping yourself around into flip dog. Lifting that back heel off the mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, lowering, bringing arm across to that knee and lifting up, squeezing those glutes as you lift and coming back and lifting. Inhale, exhale, come back and lifting and back. You want to use that other glute just to lift those hips, use that core. Last one. Lifting up, holding. Hold for another few breaths. Inhale, exhale. Coming all the way back onto 3-legged downward dog. Dropping into downward dog. And just pushing those heels into the ground. Now we're going to bend those knees and we're going to hop into a deep squat. So we're going to bring our feet between our hands and then coming straight into deep squat, putting hands into that prayer position, opening those hips. Inhale, exhale, dropping right shoulder as you lift, left hand up towards the sky. Deep breath in. Exhale, coming back, dropping left shoulder as you lift right hand towards the sky. One more time on each side. Left arm up, right shoulder down. Keep going. And other side. Keep working. Coming back to center. Just lengthening through that spine, putting both elbows into that inner part of those knees. Inhale, exhale, just dropping your hands behind you, just coming into a seated position. We're going to lift right leg up into tabletop, then left leg back straight, core is tight. We're going to start with just little toe taps. And back up, using our hands just to support as we lower and lift. Making sure when we drop those toes down that we're not overextending that lower back. So we're using our tummy to really activate to make sure that pelvis doesn't drop. And last one, coming back to center, dropping onto those elbows. We're going to extend and lower and lift. Extend, lower, lift. Keep working. As you can see, my left leg is Staying exactly put, 90 degrees in that knee, 90 degrees in that hip. Let's keep working. You can feel this is working deep into those lower abdominals. That's where we're activating and isolating during this exercise. And now coming into the other side, let's come back to center. Deep breath in, exhale, left leg. Keep working. And exhale down, inhale center, exhale down, inhale center, exhale down, inhale center. Keep working, keep breathing. Coming back to center, we're going to slowly extend those legs up towards the sky. Now slowly dropping ourselves completely down, our backs are on the mat. Deep breath in, exhale, interlacing right hands behind the right knee as you extend that left knee, lifting head, neck and chest off the mat. Inhale, pulse, pulse, and change. Just doing some hamstring pulls. Again, if you struggle here, you can just bend those knees slightly. Keep working. And let's go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Slowly hugging those knees towards our chest. Just going to point and flex those ankles, looking from left to right. Placing both feet on the mat, deep breath in. Exhale, lifting that pelvis off the mat. One vertebra at a time into our reverse bridge. Bringing arms up overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lifting left leg off the mat. And slowly toe tapping as we bring arms overhead. Inhaling to center, that's 1. And 2. And 3. 4. Using those glutes to keep that elevation of that pelvis, making sure those hips are aligned. 6 and 7 and 8. Keeping arms up towards the sky, extending that left foot, flexing that ankle to little pulsations for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly bending that knee, dropping that left knee, deep breath in, lifting those hips, bringing arms overhead, lift, 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 deep breath in, exhale slowly, coming back down, bringing those hands to the side, inhaling, exhaling, lifting those hips back up towards the sky, lifting arms up towards the sky, palms are facing each other, deep breath in, exhale, taking it to the other side. Inhale, exhale, arms go overhead as you toe tap. That's 1. Exhale down, inhale center. Exhale down, inhale center. Exhale down, inhale center. Exhale down. And we've got 4 more. Keep working. That stabilizing leg needs to work really hard to maintain that posture. And 2 and 1. Extending that left knee, hands are facing and up towards the ceiling. Inhale, exhale, pulsations. Let's keep going using that core. Let's go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Dropping that right knee, squeezing those glutes, lifting up, bringing arms into T-point, core tight, bringing that pubic bone towards that chin. Deep breath in, exhale, drawing those knees away from each other and back to center, making sure that when you do this, that your hips are not dropping. Very good. Let's keep working. Core is activated to tuck in and stabilize, making sure that everything is aligned, that hips are aligned. Well done. You're doing so well. And slowly coming back to center, dropping those hips and lifting our legs up into tabletop. Hands are in a T position. Deep breath in. Exhale, dropping slowly and slightly towards the right hand side. Inhale to center, then dropping towards the left hand side. Inhale to center. We're just going to do a few of these before we progress the exercise. Left to right. Keep breathing, inhaling to center, one more on each side. Very nice. Keeping that 90 degrees in, those knees are going to come to the right hand side. Extending. Coming back to center. Bending those knees. Coming to the left hand side. Extending. Back to center. Bending those knees. So slowly but surely we are progressing. You got to work a little bit harder to pull that longer lever back to center, using your obliques and your TA, your transverse abdominis, to pull you back. And last one in each side, and again prepare for a progression. Coming back to center, we're going to extend those legs. We're going to drop around and down, circulating around to the left and coming to the right. So down to the right, rounding back to the left, coming back to center. I'm going to do 3 on each side using that core. Don't go as low if you feel like you can't maintain that control. Very important that you don't overextend and put strain on that back. Taking it to the other side, deep breath in, exhale to the left, circulating around to the right. And to the left, circulating around to the right. Last one, to the left, circulating around to the right. And keeping your hands in T-point. The last little push, we're going to flex those ankles, and we're going to imagine like we're washing the ceiling with our feet. So light little circles, you're imagining that you are just circulating around one little section. If you do struggle with hamstring flexibility, you can lower your legs slightly, but not too much, because then you'll put more strain on that core. But just little circles, and it's just at the level of that hip. That's the movement. Keep going, changing direction, coming back to center, and let's go for 8, 7, keep working, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bending those knees. Well done. Just hugging those knees towards that chest, bringing your forehead up towards those knees. Whew, definitely feeling it in that core. And slowly extending that left leg all the way down onto the mat, hugging that right knee, and just bending and flexing and extending that right ankle, and coming into tabletop with that right knee, and then dropping it across midline, looking into that opposite direction. Very nice. And now placing that right ankle on that left knee, bending that left knee towards your chest, and just hugging that knee towards your chest. You can also use your elbow to push that right knee away to also intensify that stretch. And now slowly extending and lowering that right leg onto the mat, bringing left leg into tabletop, and across midline, looking in the opposite direction. Using this time to get your breath and your heart rate back to normal. And slowly coming back to center, placing that left ankle on that right knee, hugging that knee to chest. Again, putting that left elbow into that left knee to again intensify that stretch. Deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. Now slowly releasing those limbs, extending those legs all the way onto the mat, bringing arms overhead, lengthening that spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, slowly coming all the way up into seated, reaching arms up towards the sky for one last stretch, and slowly coming back into seated. I hope you enjoyed that workout. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to get more just like that one. And again, please comment in the comment section below if you want any specific kind of exercise or workout that will target a certain type of muscle. Looking so forward to seeing you in that next video. Lots of love.